Alright everybody, this is Pyro Child, back again for a second match in a set between the two brothers, Authweight, the older Protoss, and OogaSplat, the younger Zerg. And don't let it fool you, OogaSplat isn't immature, he just happens to think the name is funny, and I kind of enjoy it, it's funny to say. But anyways though, we have, for some reason I can't click. I think one of my alt keys got stuck. But we do have the Zerg over here as teal, it looks like, in the left position on Metalopolis. And I need to tell my other spectator to shut up because my alt key was stuck. And Authweight over here as the Protoss orange in the right section. They are in cross positions. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to make sure I was recording because I've been having problems with this recently. But they are in cross positions, and Metalopolis is regarded as generally a good map for Zerg, and in the current ladder pool that StarCraft 2 provides, there's not very many Zerg-favored maps. It's generally regarded that most of them being very choke-heavy and having a lot of high ground are Terran-favored. But we're going to see a good match, hopefully, between these two brothers. The last one was won by a quick roach all-in by OogaSplat, and we are going to see the first production buildings come down. So we have the spawning pool and gateway coming in at almost the exact same time, right around 14 and 13 food. 14 for the Zerg and 13 for the Protoss. This Zerg here also getting his extractor, does it right after the spawning pool, allows him a versatile build. He can get quick roaches, he can get quick speedlings, he can get a lair right off the bat. It's a pretty solid way to do this, and he switches the 3 workers right over to gas, and get it fully saturated. Also, Authweight here has all 3 of his workers here on gas, and last game he went Forge after the cybernetics core, so he was planning on doing probably some kind of cannon work, but it wound up backfiring on him as he got a quick roach all-in right into his face. Here we're seeing the cybernetics core, and very predictable build. He goes this way almost every single game unless he's doing a 2-gate zealot pressure, which we haven't seen from him all night, and we've been playing for a couple hours now, so kind of have an idea of what's been going on. This probe's kind of sitting here idling. Knows that there's nothing here. I don't know if he's scouted. I'm going to switch over real quick, and yeah, he scouted that area. I don't know why he's having the probe idle over here. Might be saving that for a proxy pylon later after he gets warp gates, but it seems really, really ineffective to not have it over here on mining. He does have the second gas up, but no workers on it. That's a big waste, kind of a mistake right there. So, both of them on 1 gas, the Protoss able to use 2, but not. Quick roaches again coming out for, excuse me, I don't know what's wrong. Excuse me, quick roaches coming out for the Zerg player. Might see a repetition of last game's build, as he does have 5 more roaches in production alongside an Overlord. So yes, it looks like we're going to see a repetition of last game's push. However, the photon cannons will be coming in right now to secure the ramp, so your Authweight should be secure against this roach push. I'm going to check and see right now how many harvesters we're at. 15 and 23. You can see just how much OogaSplat is dedicating to this roach push right now. When he sees these cannons, he's going to be sorely disappointed and incredibly far behind. These are going to get here first. They're going to take the point unless he's rallying up outside. Yes, it is. He's rallying up outside, and he's going to have all these guys go in there at the same time, and when these 2 cannons meet them and just completely push everything back, it's going to hurt. 1 sentry coming out too, just to add insult to injury. He will be able to force field the ramp if he reacts just in time, which he is. The ramp will be force fielded if anything comes under pressure. The roaches spot those cannons, see just how bad of a position that is, and they're hugging the wall. Bad thing right there. He needs to kind of control himself a little better, pull away from the wall. He's got a lot of roaches right now, very big standing army. Now would be a great time to power drones. He is Power Jones. Take a look at production. We do see the Stargate, so we're going to see a repetition of last game's build, except better executed. We did see that Stargate coming in just before Authweight was overrun. He's got plenty of minerals lined up and is finally saturating the gas over here. He's one short on this gas, though, so he's going to need to get another worker over there. And if he's going to be doing any kind of Void Ray build, he's probably going to want to have a second or an expansion to get a second set of gas up, because Void Rays are gas intensive, and with Authweight's preferred stalker play, it will make it very hard to maintain both the gas needed for Void Rays and the gas needed for Stalkers. However, we are seeing kind of a reversal here. He does have the Stargate. He has the gas for... Alright, he's going Phoenix. He has the gas for Phoenix, and so we're going to see a Phoenix Stalker build, most likely. He has the Twilight Council warping in. Are we going to see Charge, or are we going to see Blink out of it, or is it going to be used for Templar? Very interested to see what happens here. This is a proxy pylon being warped in. However, all of these roaches right here should be able to tolerate any kind of warp gate push right now, unless there's a very, very large force of stalkers. Take a look at the units tab right now. 11 roaches in that ball, and a handful of zerglings somewhere. I don't know where. But how many warp gates is he on? Only 2 warp gates right now. There are Templar archives. Oh, this could be an interesting, very, very dangerous build, because he's going to have these Phoenixes, which are going to be able to lift up workers, lift up queens, whatever, and High Templar, which are going to storm the brunt of the Zerg force. So we're going to have roaches. Looks like a pure roach build right now. The layer is up. The Hydralisks are coming in, so we will be seeing Roach Hydra, very, very popular composition for any Zerg player. These 2 gases not being up right now, by the way. Oh, he moves out and spots that proxy pylon. Going to be devastating for Authweight if he tries to reinforce. I tell you what, the younger brother definitely sees his way into the head of the older. But we should be seeing Hydralisks popping out very soon, as that's there. I want to see if there's... Alright, there is no roach technology yet. There's no Gillial reconstruction for speed, and there's no tunneling claws for the burrow move. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the burrow move. I've made use of it in a couple of my recent games to great effect, but I'm also not in this game, so you can ignore me, because I'm just kind of filling in space right now until the next major action comes in. We have more gateways coming in. He's trying to support all this off of one base. And he has a Dark Shrine coming in now, too. Oh, this is a confusing build. I don't even know what he's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing right now. But there's so much versatility going on right now, and all of you can just letting him turtle in right now. On such an inferior unit count, he's got the 2 Phoenixes, he's got 5 Zealots, 2 Stalkers. Take a look at production real quick. He doesn't have any of the techs yet coming from this Twilight Council. OogaSplat is now getting those technologies, the Hydralisk range and the roach speed, so he's going to have a more potent ground force as all of these units just begin building and building in mass. Right now, he has 10 Hydralisks and 12 roaches, much, much more than Authweight's force right now. You can see in the production tab, or not the production, the army tab, just how much more he spent. Spent more gas, spent more minerals, about 500 and 300 advantage right now, and we can expect that to only be getting bigger, not to mention the fact that as far as the composition that we're seeing as the Protoss using right now, this army will handily defeat it. As more roaches come in, he's doing very well for supply, he's got decent macro going right now, he's got low stockpiles, he's got more gas coming in, as he knows that that's his choke point right now. He needs to get more gas so he can make more production. We are seeing Dark Templar, though. Oh, this is going to be dangerous, especially because the Zerg has no detection and hasn't spotted this tech. He has no scouting in this base right now at all. He has no idea what's coming, and oh, this is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful composition. Even without the proxy pylon, that would make warping in so much easier. This is going to be so deadly, as these Dark Templar are completely unnoticed. I'm actually talking softer right now because I don't want the player to hear me, even though he's not around. These Dark Templar are going to put such a dent in any kind of composition that we see out right now. And oh, we do have an Overseer, some mystical, magical, brilliant game sense off of OogaSplat got him this Overseer and is going to win him this fight unless these Phoenixes do snipe it down. However, this army is moving out without the Overseer support, and the Dark Templar are going to rip into it. He's pulling back right now. It's almost as if he knows exactly what's going on, but he has no scouting in that base. No scouting at all. And the Overseer pushes out, nails the Dark Templar. Oh my god, such an amazing, amazing reversal of fortunes that is going to completely and totally win the match for OogaSplat, because right now it's almost completely over. Authweight says, well, damn, because where else is he supposed to go? He's just not getting his expansion up as the Zerg is getting his third, and there's a gigantic ball of Zerg heading right his way. He's going to be in such trouble right now, and unless he pulls some kind of miracle, I see he's reaching for straws, reaching for anything he can get, making tons and tons of gateways as he's so far behind on his macro. He really started flobbing that up, didn't have I don't even know what kind of word flobbing is, but didn't have any kind of production going on while that push was in motion. So we're going to see these Overseers, all of these roaches, just completely lay waste to this zealotry, and this expansion will go down, and he calls GG right now because it's worthless. The younger brother takes it again, and this is Pyrochild signing off a massacre. Good game, people.